When you get your dick out of Bonnie Blue's puh, what would the first thing you ask yourself be? Chances are, it would be something like, what would I rate this experience out of 10? But the humble video game is nothing like Bonnie Blue's train tunnel. It is far more subjective. The humble video game won't give everyone it touches every STD on the planet. It could charm some people and absolutely disgust others. I think this game is dookie shit ass. But there's gotta be someone that likes this game and also wasn't paid off by somewhere in Tel Aviv. So you could imagine that with something as subjective as a video game, critics would avoid that 10-point scale like the plague. Thank God it's 100 points. Velocipaster. Like any movie, it is fully carried by its story. At the end of the day, that's the most important part of a movie, its story. A bad story equals a bad movie. The pretty visuals and cinematography don't matter if the writing is just plain bad. But that isn't the case for video games. They have so many more aspects to them. They have movement, combat, writing, story, vibes. I know people that only play games based on their vibes. I mean, I can't sit in the same room as them, but they exist, unfortunately. Video games are by far the most complicated piece of media. It's a combination of every form of art. Music, writing, animation, drawing, all crammed into this $70 200GB toy. They really are, in my opinion, the highest form of art. There is no story that cannot be told through a video game. But what if I don't give a damn about story and I just want to kill turtles? Sometimes, all a game wants to be is a cool adventure for your thumbs or cock, and they just want to be fun. Gross. So what about these games that have bad or mediocre stories? Mario 3D World doesn't have any heart-wrenching moments because it's fucking Mario. If someone's not being taken by Bowser, somewhere is. But it still managed to get a 9.6 out of 10. So, what is it? What is the deciding factor on a game's quality from these reviews? It sure as hell isn't the gameplay, and it's definitely not the story. Well, let me introduce to you the average IGN reviewer. Subhuman, which means they almost have the same individual taste and feelings us normal people have. In my opinion, an IGN review is no more reliable than your friend saying he recommends a game. If anything, your friend is more reliable because he knows what you like and what you don't. I wouldn't recommend Mother 3 to my friend who hates turn-based JRPGs, or Mixtape to my friend who loves fun. These reviews from Metacritic and IGN and Eurogamer are completely worthless. And yet people treat them like the words from God himself. Like Simon Cardy has the key to the universe, and if he gives a game below an 80, the whole universe is gonna fucking explode. Unless a game you like is rated poorly. Then the reviewers don't know what they're talking about, and they're paid off by Israel. I've felt this way about game reviews for a very long time. But there was one game that sent me over the edge. A game that not only disappointed me, it infuriated me. It is the one game I truly hate with a passion. It goes against everything that being a video game is. It has zero redeeming qualities. And somehow, some way, IGN gave the 2026 thing Mixtape 10 points out of 10.
He's partied out, bro. Never has been said in real life.
What are we gonna do? What's demanded of us? This?
How the fuck did Mixtape score higher than Earthbound? I know I said a good story can supplement mediocre gameplay, but there needs to be gameplay to be supplemented. Oh, thank God. This is what I was asking for. This is what was missing in Earthbound. I gave Earthbound a 9.5 out of 10. I found what it was missing. Off the keyboard. My hands are off the keyboard.
Oh, yeah, that's very efficient. Don't do it. Did you press it?
No.
You just taped that. It moved.
It's still going. I'm not pressing a damn thing.
I remember this thing being
Wow, this game had me thinking for a second. Wow.
You're gonna run over there and you're just gonna have to press a button or something.
Absolutely. Pull a lever.
Yay!
Mixtape has absolutely no gameplay. When I played, I deadass touched the keyboard like 3 times. You play as this bitch Stacy, who is the most insufferable, cunty, bitchy, annoying piece of shit woman I have ever had the displeasure of playing as. Her voice is unbearable. I wanted to pour acid down my ear canals every time I heard her dumb ass talk. It always has this annoying, cunty, narcissistic, pretentious tone to it, which I gotta say, does complement her character very well. She is a narcissistic cunty bitch. She is insufferable. So bravo, voice actor, you played your part perfectly. I know it's probably not the VA's fault, and it was probably the god-awful directors thinking it would enhance the tone or some shit, but the voice is so obviously put on. I'm getting sidetracked. You play as the bitch Stacy. She's a cunt. Which isn't the problem, by the way. My problem isn't that she's super narcissistic and mean and a dick and a cunt and a bitch and I fucking hate her. It's that she's an unlikable bitch. Look at Nicole from Class of 09. She is asinine. On every level, she is worse than Stacy. So you'd think, you know, because she's a terrible person, that she'd be more unlikable. But no, despite being Stalin 2.0, Nicole has something Stacy, or none of the Mixtape characters for that matter, have. Good writing.
What is going on in here? Nicole, why are you screaming?
You literally just invited me over to fuck.
Excuse me, is this true?
Well, I didn't use the F word.
Oh my god!
Class of 09 has really good writing. Every single line of dialogue, I'm pissing myself laughing. That's where this game and these characters' charm comes from. That's where they're likable. You don't need to be a psycho megamind analyst to identify a poorly written character. When Nicole is on screen talking, I'm happy, I'm laughing, I'm having a really good time. When Stacy is on screen, I want to paint the walls with my skull. But this bitch makes Stacy look like a normal person.
Will not return.
Her head is absurdly visible right now.
I did it and I'm gonna do it again!
Wow, she's so tough. Wow.
Cassandra Marino.
Whoa. What?
She's amazing.
Bro,
I know.
you're getting farther away from the fucking wall. They can easily see you.
That's the canon event. Getting detention for being a dickhead.
What's that?
This
Whoa,
is the
You're a
scene.
little
This is the
flame.
scene.
This ain't a
What scene?
catastrophe.
Listen.
It's a warning.
Daddy, if you trap me here, this will only be the beginnings of my wicked ways. And I'm fixing for a whole lot of trouble. If you make me stay here, I'm gonna burn the whole fucking place down.
3 months in jail will fix that.
This is the cunt that the federal government warns you about before coming into contact with. This character might be in the top 10 worst creations ever curated by mankind. She's a bitch. She thinks her dad is an abusive and overprotective parent because he doesn't want her hanging around these two, who are known delinquents and go out to smoke, drink, and vandalize shit all the time, by the way. I know, what a terrible dad. He also doesn't want to pay for her college because he thinks she just dick around all day and not do any work. Which, I mean, all this bitch does is get into trouble. That's like having Jeffrey Epstein escape prison and instead of putting him in a new cell, you go, "Hey Jeffrey, guess what? Yo, we got you your own private island. Here, you won't be able to hurt anyone ever again." Oh god, I deserve a raise. This whole 3-hour game gives off the energy of those rich kids who have their whole life set up in front of them. $1 million in their bank account, acceptance into Ivy League schools, the world at their fingertips. And then they decide to shoot up heroin. She even looks like it too. All the characters do. Why does everyone look like they're straight out of Hello Neighbor? And why the hell do the characters move at 3 goddamn frames per hour while the camera is powered by my NASA supercomputer? Anyways, I don't like this game. I think you could say that the 2026 video game Mixtape is not for me. And that's okay, I fucking despise this game. But this really made me think. What would make someone give this game a 10 out of 10? It's not just IGN. Most Steam reviews are recommending this game. Clearly this game is divisive. It really does show how broken the 10-point system is for video games. How can something that some people rate a 10 be the same thing that I rate a 0? The 10-point scale, or any numbered scale for that matter, doesn't care about what each individual player wants out of a game. It fully relies on what the reviewer's taste is like and on how they grew up. If my number one favorite game of all time is Pikmin 2 on the GameCube, I'm probably not going to have much in common with someone whose favorite game is The Last of Us. It's stupid to treat these reviews so highly in their current state when they're fully based on the reviewer. So how can this system possibly be fixed? Well, don't you worry, Highface1123 has come to save the day with my brand new super mega cock aura farming pussy reeling player recommendation system version 1. There are 5 categories: gameplay, visuals, writing/story, playtime, and as much as it pains me, vibes. It's the only reason anyone could ever like this game. Each of these categories are rated out of 10 by the reviewer. And then you, yes, you get a maximum of 100 points. You put those points towards the categories that you care about the most, multiply the reviewer's rating with yours, add them all up, divide them by 10, and then there is your game's % rating. Now before you get your balls in a blender, this is not a rating of how good the game is. And it's also not a prediction of how much you'll enjoy the game. That's for your goofy ass to decide after you play it. I think it's more like a rating of how likely you are to enjoy your time with the game. And also, of course, if the game is a part of a genre that you don't like, don't buy it. If whenever a JRPG is brought up, your asshole clenches and your dick shrivels up, maybe you shouldn't play Mother 3. It's just a hunch. Maybe it's not for you. You don't need a scale for that. Just look at the damn store page. Don't spend full price on a game that doesn't fit into your tastes or is something that you're just not interested in. I feel like that's where a lot of complaints about video games come from. Some people just being icky about a certain genre's traits. Again, that's not all complaints. A lot of them are valid, especially for this game, but others are like, turn-based systems are boring, when it's just something you personally don't find fun. Criticizing games is very important. I don't hate game criticism, but I do hate the format that most reviewers choose for their criticisms. All they do is push people more towards aimless arguing over a game being a normal fucking RPG, when they could push people to think more about what specific qualities their favorite games share, and then buy their games based off that. Because I know damn well you won't give Mixtape's gameplay a 10 out of 10.